Welcome to the Vue Kanban tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to customize the edit dialog using templates in the Syncfusion Vue Kanban component. First, I open a Vue application where the Kanban component is already configured to show the task details of a software development project. If you want to learn how to add the Syncfusion Kanban component to a Vue app, please refer to the video linked in the card above and in the description below. I run the application using the command npm run dev. See here, the Kanban component is rendered with the software development task details. Let me edit a card by double-clicking on it. You can see the default edit dialog with the fields ID, status, assignee, and summary. By default, the ID field is displayed with an input editor, the status and assignee fields with drop-down lists, and the summary with a text area component. You can see buttons in the dialog to delete the card and save and cancel the changes you perform. Now, I will show you how to customize the dialog fields. I will add the priority field to this dialog and show all 5 of these fields in a tabular form. First, within the EJS Kanban component, create a template tag and a table element, and add other relevant elements. In the table data tag, add the content ID as the label. Add another table data tag and an input component. Provide an ID value, the name and type, and bind the vModel. To get the data object, we need to use the vSlot with data props. In the template, add the vSlot directive and add the name of the slot as an argument. Set the data props. These data props allow you to get the field names from your data source. Now in the input component, using the data object, you can bind the ID value from the data source. Add a class and have the input component disabled by default so the ID value cannot be edited by the end user. These codes will display the title text ID and the values of the ID field in an HTML input element, which will be in a disabled state. Next, let's add a status field in this template. First, define the data source for this field. In the data property, define a variable and assign an array of status values. We need a drop-down list component to show these values in the edit dialog. So, install the npm package. It's available in the Syncfusion EJ2 Vue dropdowns package. The package was added successfully. Next, import the drop-down list component. Define the drop-down list component in the component's property with a name. In the templates table, add a new row and a table data tag, set status as the label. Add another table data tag, and within it, use the EJS drop-down list name to create a drop-down list component. Bind the data source property with the property we created just before. Set an ID to identify elements uniquely and a name for the component, which allows you to use it for submitting data to the server. Bind the vModel using the data object and set the status field. Provide placeholder text and set a CSS class. Do the same for the fields assignee and priority. This priority field is the new field we are adding to the edit dialog using this template. Finally, we want to show a text area for the summary field. In the table, add a new row and a table data tag, set summary as the label. Add another table data tag, and within it, add a division element and a class to align the text area component. Define the text area component, set the ID and name, and set the type as text. Bind the vModel using the data object and set the summary field. Set a class for alignment. Now, the template is ready. Next, you need to bind this to the Kanban component. To do so, in the EJS Kanban component, bind the dialog settings property with a value. In the data function, define the dialog settings property. And for the template property, assign the dialog template name that we created. Run the application, double-click on a card, and in the dialog, you can see the newly added priority field with its data. You can edit all the fields and save the changes. You can see that the changes have been updated in the Kanban board. That's how easy it is to customize the edit dialog using templates in the Vue Kanban component. You can download the working example of this from the GitHub link in the video description below. I've also included a link where you can check if you're eligible for our community license, which gives you a free license key to use our products. If you found this video useful, click the like button and subscribe to our channel to get notifications about new videos. Thanks for watching.